Hello, everyone,
I do wish I could understand you.
and welcome back. Hey, it's Volo. Welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, where last time we explored the Emerald Grove a little bit more, mostly of the refugee section, and we also died to some harpies over here that I've retreated from for the moment, and we helped out a bard figure out some lines to her song, which is really great. In this episode, we're going to start exploring the Druids section of the Emerald Grove, starting with Volo here. And if you don't know, Volo is a pretty popular figure within Dungeons and Dragons. He has a book, like there's a rule book in the 5th edition set of rule books. I don't know how to call that, but yeah. He's got a book named after him, and he was in Baldur's Gate 2, or at least mentioned in Baldur's Gate 2 as well. Mr. Volo here. Hello.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine. Ask your questions. And there's no overstating my disinterest. I've no time for questions. Ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Fantastic. Ooh. Bard. 2 bard options. A classic raid gang, complete with lasher and smattering of booyogs. They were goblins, same as all the others, lowly and vile. Give an exact description. Didn't you see the tentacled ship? It was an illithid invasion force. The goblins were being controlled. I don't... Does our character make up stories for the sake of, you know, crowd reaction? I think he's not against, you know, exaggerating the truth, but I don't know if he'd make up fabrications. You know, one of the reasons why he's on this journey is to find, you know, real stories to tell, although obviously once he gets the real stories, he'd embellish them with heroic words. He's the bard, not me. Classic raid gang, complete with lasher and a smattering of booyogs.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
The time was spent among books. I'm a student of the page. I'd rather not say. Are we done here? I'm not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly. Maybe we have spent some time with goblins. Yeah, we don't know much about our backstory. Let's flesh it out a bit. Sure, maybe we have. I'm not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Dragon? There wasn't any dragon. It was brass, no doubt about it. I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly? Neither. It was a gold dragon. Scales glittering and wings gleaming. Dragons? Really? How gosh. I don't know what that word means. Can you tell me what that word means? Cleaving arcane oh, that just tells me what bard is, okay. Let's go to number 5.
Witness declined to comment on nature of dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Quite so. They sang the phrase like a battle hymn. Yes, they called out the name like a war cry. Don't think so. Like a battle hymn.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute.
Maglabiet.
A scandal.
They have a goblin superstition, not worth the ink and parchment. Hold your tongue. Huh. They have a captured goblin here? Dramatic. How has Maglabiet responded?
Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Be careful. Goblins aren't known for mercy. Wait, about a conversation earlier. Why the dragon? What brought you to the wilds in the first place? Yeah, what about... Why the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon.
Ah.
Until we meet again.
Well, maybe Rook is learning how to tell a good tale now. Gotta have a dragon in it.
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend.
Bosk. Oh, who's a good boy? I want a bear pet. Not in real life. Primer of mythical beasts. Each chapter of this book describes the cultural origins of a different mythological beast. Chapter 5. Miniature giant space hamster. Boo! Very little is known about this particular cryptid, though stories say they tend to choose well-muscled human males as their steeds when they deign to visit this plane. According to legends, this creature retains a wellspring of indescribable power known only to itself, though it provides its steed with perhaps mystical, perhaps mundane courage. Unsubstantiated rumors claim the creature has a taste for human eyes.
What can you tell me about this place?
So it has been like revealed in like a trailer that Minsk is in the game at some point, or he shows up.
Yes, I see. And is that
Autumn Crocus.
One?
Hey. Okay, they don't want to. Yes, indeed. Alright, they are probably too focused to talk. That makes sense. Before we go in there, Tusk. Hi, Tusk. Getting some... It's a bit framey. I need to lower the graphics down a little bit. I think I'm getting close to the time where I need to upgrade my computer.
Speak.
What were you saying to that bird? Were you talking to a bird? I'm looking for a healer. Help me narrow the search. It sounds like you're helping with the ritual. Are you helping to prepare for the ritual? What are you saying to that bird?
The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
I have to defend this grove. I'm not your enemy. Yeah, I'm not your enemy. Come on. There we go.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe.
And she's wrong? Sounds like she has to be stopped. How would we do that? She's wrong.
Perhaps not. But that does not make it right. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
Shouldn't the ritual protect the grove? You're not helping the others prepare it. I hear a ritual can protect the grove. Are you helping to prepare it?
I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order. And my voice will not matter.
Okay. So it sounds like if we want to get the best good ending, we're going to have to find Halsin. Topaz. Hey, buddy. You talk to me. You talk to them. Chirp. Okay, and there's a big sleepy bear on this platform.
I want to have a word.
The fish next to the elevator. Carefully nudge the bear's flank. Throw a fish. Who's a good boy? Go get that fish. Nom nom nom. Alright. So, I'm guessing we just unlocked the elevator. Which is good. Alright, let's go into this... Man, the frame rate's really bad around this ritual site. Alright. Stone door. Hopefully it'll be better in this zone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Korga? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanas. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my serpent. When we cast out the rest, she may join them. Let the devil be an example. We will tolerate outlanders no longer. The grove will be made safe. The circle will be closed. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat?
A child.
I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Thief? Poison? What's this girl's actual crime? Imprison her. She's just a child. Do nothing. One of your guards outside said you wanted to see me. Here I am. She's just a child.
She's a parasite.
You're a
She
parasite.
eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks.
Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Don't druids cherish harmony? Jailing the girl disrupts nature's balance. And that gives me +2. Release her. I'll see that she stays out of trouble. That's +5. Sylvanas was more concerned with nobly sown seeds than punishing children, was she not? That's also a +5. We're gonna go with that one. Ooh. Gonna add the guidance bonus. Whew, thank goodness we did that.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
What?
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Or aren't you just a lovely person? She almost got frightened. From what? What's going on, Shadowheart?
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How bad does it hurt? Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpole? Turn to other matters. How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpole? It was on the hand with like the wound in her palm, right? It was like it reminds me of, you know, like one of Jesus's wounds nailed on the crucifix. You're not Jesus, are you? Okay. Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Okay. Well, turn to other matters. Okay.
The ritual's almost finished.
Gale?
What if they try
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important, no less? Alright, go ahead. Whatever it is, do make it brief. No rest for the likes of us, Gale. Go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we?
Like a day or two.
Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
It's very gratifying to hear. Enough with the flattery. Where's this going? Can't say the feeling is mutual. Okay. It's very gratifying to hear. Thank you. Yeah, I mean... Gosh, Gale.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. Except for my cat. You see, I have this... condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but... just as deadly.
Okay. What kind of condition? Is it contagious? Can it be cured? So you've been lying to me this whole time? Wonderful. Can it be cured?
No. It cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Your illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm going to need the details. What kind of items are we talking about exactly? Wouldn't that ruin the item? What happens if you don't consume these artifacts? Are you telling me you're addicted to magic? Give me more details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Okay. Where do you suggest we find the artifacts you need? I fail to see why you need me to help you with this. You've done fine without me so far. I'd be happy to help. Sounds like no condition I've heard of. I'd say you're just fishing for loot. Where do you suggest we find these artifacts?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession.
You're not talking about my hat, are you?
Know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger.
Okay.
There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I expected as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help. Why exactly would I risk either of those things for a wizard I barely know? And at the end of all that, I lose a valuable artifact? No thanks. Honestly, that sounds terrible. I see no upside for this for me. Don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Okay. What are you referring to? This thing? You want that? You're not talking about my hat, are you? He's talking about my hat. He's talking about my hat. Come on, man. I just got this hat. You have the gloves of power. Possibly inflict. I guess this is, you know.
Ridiculous.
I think I'd rather give you that.
She's a child.
A devil child. One who tried to steal from us.
Okay.
Yet she failed. That's what matters.
So it might as well.
How do you consume it? Oh, you have a scroll of Revivify. I didn't even notice. How do you consume things? Gale can absorb this item's magic, destroying it. Examine. Gale, how do you, you want me to just, like, feed it to you or something? Nom nom nom? Okay, well, wait. Oh, no, okay. Well,
All right.
you've got it
What now?
for whenever you get hungry, I guess. We'll go talk to her first, but what's this? Wellspring plaque.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
That was cool. Alright, Kaga.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Just cross my arms. Only a monster would threaten a child. You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required. Honestly, I just wanted to see what would happen. I don't know if only a monster would threaten a child. I mean, to be honest, the way she treated her own people has made me think she's more of a monster than the child thing. Like, in conjunction with the child threatening. Because that makes me feel like she's not really good to anybody. But maybe she's just, like, really struggling out of the stress of leadership thrust upon her. You're protecting your own. Only a monster would threaten a child. Yeah.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims.
That is how it
Viper
works.
bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Yeah, it was a really strange thing to say. Like, I want to see villains and victims. That's kind of how everybody sees it, everything, right? Like, I mean, you saw yourself as a victim and the girl as a villain. So, like, you know. It is what it is. The right must be born of powerful magic. Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road. Do what you want. It's none of my concern. Reach for your weapon. Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Okay. Yeah, I'll speak to him.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is her home, right? Like, she has every right to say, hey, you guys can't stay here any longer. Like, it sucks for the refugees, but... And it's not, you know, necessarily the most nice thing of her to do, but...
to steal from us. Again. We've shown them once. We take Grove law seriously.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
That Kaga seems dangerous, and if I hadn't spoken up, what would have happened? And what would have happened?
We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
Did I skip a dialogue choice? It sounded like it clicked twice. I can't, like, scroll up to see or anything. No. Kaga seems happy to rule the roost. Who's your real leader? Yeah, who's... we know that. We know who the real leader is. How did Kaga take over the whole grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret, I'll find him. Yeah, I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like the best healer, too. So, like, we'll probably need his help for the tadpoles anyway. Loic?
Please leave.
Loic?
Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Rude. Fallen plaque.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. History or myth, whatever is depicted here is long past.
Okay. Okay.
If not over, then through.
And Silver looks kind of menacing over there. Druids Chambers. Are you who I'm looking for? Nettie.
They did a number on you, didn't they? Does that hurt?
Oh, the little bird. Hi.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help? Excuse me, I'm more important than some bird. I'll wait patiently.
This may be cat. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing as soon as possible. Do you know anything about mind flayers?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
Indeed. You know of them. Can you help me? What other kinds are there? It's not like a frog off to my eye. You know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Is she gonna kill me?
We need to be quick. This way.
Oh shit. I'm a little nervous about this. Let's save it. She seemed super unsure about it.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The drow and I have the same kind of parasite. I'm hoping for a less grave cure. So you killed him and laid him out on the table? Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? Didn't think it was a common experience. Yeah, it is kind of strange. Although I guess, you know, it wasn't the slave ship, the prison ship kind of went down. So, like, anybody who survived is out there. I'm hoping for a less grave cure. What are you doing? She's gonna ignore me? Well, that's not good.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halsin, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll take anything that can help. What's that plant? Will it help? Just hurry up and cure me. I don't have time to chat. What's that plant?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
It might. What aren't you telling me? I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected. I fell from a ship in the sky, but something caught me. It saved my life. An intellect devourer spoke to me as if we were one of its own. No, nothing strange. I just want it out of my head. It might. What aren't you telling me?
I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
I can merge my mind with anyone else's that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship. I was kidnapped and infected. Yeah, we'll go with we'll just tell the truth.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself.
She was gonna kill me.
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours? I mean, we can pretty much infer what she was gonna do with that, huh? I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
Yeah, it is odd, isn't it? What do you mean should be changing? Well, we've already heard from... Who was it that told us? Was it Laze? What's her name? Laze? Zele? That we should have changed by now. You must have learned something from studying them. You must have learned something.
For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
Okay, so what was their plan? Do you think it's only a matter of time? That's good news? You said you were tracking other victims. Did they change? So you think it's only... Wait, did the other victims change?
Hard to say. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do? So, go and get him. You think he's still alive? Do you think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Sounds pretty damn good. Alright, I'll find Halsin. It sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me. You're sure he can cure me? That sounds like suicide. I won't do it. I'll find him.
I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there.
I've talked to them already.
All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Indeed.
One step at a time.
That would really suck if that's how this this playthrough ends.
Poison. There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
What vessel? Hastily written note. Can I read this? My dear Nettie, I entrust you with the circlet to open the library. Wear it always. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone, so be sure you have good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone, and take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet. She's getting lazy. Master Halsin. I gave fish to him. Notes on drow parasite. Anatomical sketches of both a drow and an illithid tadpole are accompanied by notes written in an urgent scribble. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter. Illithid, undoubtedly. Yet the host seemed unaware while alive. No visible signs of ceremorphosis on the cadaver. Most strange. The final note is a single underlined word. Altered?
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Halsin's journal.
We gain nothing by chasing strangers. Only a Githyanki Kresh holds our cure.
I don't really trust you, to be honest. Extraordinary happenings. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. But that is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing, part. On the drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it and have the host's cadaver here, in my study. I've told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Kaga will demand answers I don't yet have. I had better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them upon my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions. Okay. Bottled tentacle. Should we take his pipe? He might want it back, who knows? Yeah. Drow letter. Track the druid, find whatever burrow he runs to, and report back to me. Remember, you're only a scout. Do not engage, do not kill anyone. Simply observe and return. I shall decide what to do next. M. Okay. M, huh? What is this? An empty socket. Okay.
A tidy slot, but no rune.
And that's the only one missing? Sightings record. A long list of owlbear sightings in the region separated by date. The latest entry, written a 10-day ago, says cub. The word is underlined several times. Well, if there's a cub, there's a mama. And maybe a dada. Dada? A papa?
That might be worth a look.
What? Personal account? Is that what you saw? In Catheric, I see our failures made manifest. He did not fall, he was pushed. His grief was twisted by shadow, and still we did not act until his light was all but snuffed. Okay. Alright, I think we're okay in here now. Wait. Oh. We can just walk through it. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at our quests here. Nettie tried to poison us, but we managed to talk her out of it. She let us go, but she made us promise to kill ourselves if we started to turn. That's fair. Get help from Auntie Ethel. We met an eccentric old lady in the Emerald Grove. She's confident she can remove our parasites and invited us to her tea house. Halsin's research suggests that the parasite is connected to a goblin camp located in an old temple of Selune. The druid Halsin was researching the parasite. He might be one of the few people who understands our condition. We need to find him. Okay. And then we learned of a Githyanki patrol to the northwest. They might be able to lead us to their creche. Kaga wants us to make the tieflings leave. She fears the grove cannot support both them and itself. We managed to save Arabella, who immediately ran to her parents. We spoke to Shadowheart about the pain that her mysterious wound inflicted on her. She pleaded ignorance, though she may be withholding something. We witnessed Shadowheart become stricken by an unusual surge of pain emanating from a tiny unhealed wound on her hand. The Blade of Frontiers. Is that because we helped the child? Because she told us specifically not to get involved. But we got involved and we saved the child. But she approved of us saving the child, so seems like there might be some conflicting things going on with her. we recruited Will, a monster hunter known as the Blade of Frontiers. He is on a mission to kill Karlak, a powerful devil who is a danger to the entire Sword Coast. We spoke to Zoru, who told us he saw Githyanki on the road to Baldur's Gate, near a mountain pass in the northwest. We should travel there with Lae'zel. And Gale told us he needed to consume the weave from powerful magic items, or a great catastrophe would occur. While he does not... Would you guys stop talking? While he does not need them yet, it's best to be prepared. We should keep any suitable items close at hand. Alright. Good to know. Anything else in here that we need to do? What is that? Oh, that's just the way out. Okay. Anybody in here we need to talk to? The servants' quarters. Right of the Rite of Thorns, the Emerald Enclave tenants, Grove artifacts. We're not gonna steal those. Subject of Gond in progress. Where's that at? I don't see that anywhere. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I guess we'll read these things. Benji, enough is enough. I am sick and tired of hearing about your precious Emerald Enclave. They claim to be allies of the people of Faerun, that they fight to balance civilization and nature in a chaotic world, but this is lies. They're enemies of progress, of intellect, who would be happiest if the world reverted to a time of outdoor privies and knuckle-dragging proto-folk. Please visit me at the High House of Wonders in Baldur's Gate. The things I have learned during my apprenticeship are simply, well, wondrous. There's the water pumps, no more back-breaking work for a simple bucket of water. A steam-powered oxen that can drive your wagons for days on end. Even this letter. It was transcribed and printed by our newest mechanized printing press. I had a little fun and printed several copies just for the sake of it. Please, brother. I cannot bear the thought of coming home to find you picking berries out of a tree and arguing with mother and dad about whether or not their crops impede on fox territory. Right back soon, alright? And don't forget, Dad's birthday is next month. Love, Abigail. Alright. I didn't see you there. Mark Coral. M. Are you the evil guy?
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Okay. Do we have to call her the Hellchild? Are they okay being called the Hellchild? The Rite of Thorns. Interwoven prayers and incantations snake across one side of the page. Written on the other are instructions for performing the Rite of Thorns. When the prayer is complete, thorns and bramble rise from the earth, protecting from harm all who chanted it. Like just the people who chanted it. The Rite of Thorns is dangerous magic. Why is Kaga so determined to do this? We should investigate. The tenants of the Emerald Enclave?
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Oh, I was just gonna read your tenants, man. Okay, fine. Whatever. Was there another path back here? No. Alright, that's everything. Should we talk to Kaga about that? I don't want to, like, make her angry at the moment. So we're gonna hold off on that. Let's go talk to the parents. Make sure Arabella's fine. And we're not quite ready to talk to the refugees. We don't want to, like, trigger them leaving and us having to protect them all the way to Baldur's Gate or anything.
Yes, I see. And is that her with two R's or what?
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
No problem. We'll meet again under better circumstances. I saved your daughter. Got anything more than a thanks for me? This could have ended badly. Keep her in line from now on. No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella? Yeah, let's talk to her.
Yeah,
I mean, thank you for helping me.
We got a reward.
It's our job to get us out of here safe, not yours.
Arabella's safe. Her parents are grateful for your
It's my job
interventions.
too. The Druids don't care about
Chimera's
us.
a locket.
No one does.
Grants its wearer the ability to cast Dancing Light.
After ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
Indeed. Shouldn't listen to Mole. She's bad news. Mole in the hole. Have I talked to you? I don't remember seeing you before.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
They sure would. Okay. Man, the frame rate is bad. So save the refugees. So that's where Zevlor is, I guess. And we can investigate her more. But I think we should probably try and get... Oh, hunt down Karlak. Oh, man. These things are really far away. Auntie Ethel. Fine Knight, so that's the temple. And that's the Githyanki. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to camp. Yeah, we'll go to camp. And who do we want to bring with us? I don't know. No, let's talk to everybody. I don't know how often we should be talking to everybody. Oh, Withers wants to talk.
I should speak up.
Hey, buddy.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
What are you doing? Less worthy still? More riddles from my resident jester. What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings be joining me willingly? Do you think I can trust these cultists? I want to change can I trust them?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Okay. Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth.
Forsooth.
Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Okay. How much does that cost?
Very well.
Recruiter hireling. Oh, 100 gold. Okay. Don't really need hirelings at the moment. I'm assuming those are just like you can make custom companions travel with you. I never really feel like that's something you should do on like your first playthrough of these kinds of games, since you want to know the stories of your companions. But on second playthroughs, I think it could be fun. Let's go talk to everybody. Shadowheart.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
I love that it seems like the hair changes with the helmet. It always annoys me when hair and helmets don't really match up together. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. I guess we'll... yeah.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Pretty good. Pretty good. We're becoming best friends. It's only been like 3 days. I'm a pretty likable fellow, though. Make fast friends. Asterion, how's it going at camp?
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Okay. Everybody gonna comment about Will?
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Are you sure a creche is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a safest purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
She seems pretty confident. That kind of wisdom is very valuable. Books are fallible, as are those who write them. Total understanding, absolute nonsense. That kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
That's a lot of knowledge. I think we're gonna leave Gale behind and take this guy. How do you say it? Will? Is it Will? Weil?
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Call him the Blade. How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing.
What is this source of yours? It's not exactly easy to journey to the hells from the Sword Coast. How did you manage it? What's the source?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy.
Is he a warlock?
I'm sworn to say no more.
I haven't looked at his class yet, so we don't know that matters.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
Tell me, Will. How did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud. And he named you the Blade of Frontier? Whatever became of the boy, I wonder. Goblins. Pitiful vermin, easy to kill. Hardly worth getting worked up about. You must have felt proud, saving his life.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
And before that? How great could you be? I've never heard of you. Is that how you lost your eye in the goblin battle? It's nice to finally put a face to the name. Have we heard of him? Yeah, I mean, he seems to be... with a title like that, I'm sure there's been a bard that has sung about him or told the story. So, yeah, I've heard of him.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone.
Ooh.
Carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Talking about something else?
By all means. Anything more we should discuss?
Nope. Cool. Alright, Gale.
I've known a few warlocks in my
He's a
time.
warlock, okay.
Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I think I have a magical artifact you'll be interested in. Yeah, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Okay, that's kind of scary. You have a magical artifact you'll be interested in.
Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer.
Oh, okay. I ran at camp for a while.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
We'll travel again later.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Okay, we want Will with us.
Well met.
Join me.
That's the spirit.
Alright. So, Will. Warlock level 2, up to 17 hit points. Is this a spell? Warlock spell slot gain. Okay. Gain a spell and replace spell. So, you can have... what spells do we already know? You can have Burning Hands, Charm Person, Command, Expeditious Retreat, Hellish Rebuke, Hex, Protection from Evil and Good, and Witch Bolt. Hex is always a good one for Warlocks, I feel like. Make your attacks deal an additional 1d6 necrotic damage to the target and give it a disadvantage on ability of your choosing. Yeah. Hex is good. And then Eldritch Invocations. In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch Invocations, fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with an abiding magical prowess. Agonizing Blast. When you cast Eldritch Blast, now Eldritch Blast is like their go-to attack, right? I remember now. When you cast Eldritch Blast, add your Charisma modifier to the damage it deals unless it's negative. And you have good Charisma. Armor of Shadows. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot. Mage Armor increases your armor class when you aren't wearing armor. Okay. Beast Speech. Okay, you can speak with animals without a spell slot. Beguiling Influence. Gain proficiency in Deception and Persuasion. Don't need that. Devil's Insight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 24 meters. Fiendish Vigor. You can cast False Life on yourself at will as a level 1 spell without expending a spell slot. You get 7 temporary hit points. Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Self at will. One with the Shadows. You learn how to cast One with the Shadows, which is what? Vanish into the darkness to become invisible as long as you stand still. Okay, that could be useful. Repelling Blast. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 4.5 meters away from you. And Thieves of Five Fates. Once per long rest, you can cast a Bane using a Warlock spell slot. Okay. We'll get Agonizing Blast. Increases the damage with Eldritch Blast. And I think Armor of Shadows as well. I like that. And then, what spells do we have? We have Armor of Agathis. Gain 5 hit points and deal 5 cold damage to any creature that hits me. And Arms of Hadar. 2d6 necrotic damage. Prevents targets from using reactions. It's a 3-meter spell. Okay. We don't actually want to change anything. Let's see what else we got here. Opportunity. Dark One's Blessing. When you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, this gift from your patron grants you Charisma modifier plus class level Warlock temporary hit points. Okay. civil militia, and human versatility. This is our first... No, Gale's a human. Yeah. I thought this was our first human. Accept. And then level 3. To 24 hit points. Another spell. Another slot, too. We get a packed boon. Oh, level 2 spell. Okay. So you have blindness, cloud of daggers, crown of madness, darkness, enthrall, hold person, invisibility, mirror image, misty step, ray of enfeeblement, scorching ray, shatter, and then those. I kind of want to get mirror image, maybe. Surrounded by silver mist, you can teleport to an unoccupied space you can see. Actually, misty step I feel like is a good one. Let's get misty step. Yep. Your patron bestows a gift upon you for your loyal service. Choose one of the following packs. Packs of the Chain. Gain the service of a familiar, a phase spirit that takes a form of your choosing. This can be an animal, an imp, or quasit. Pact of the Blade. You can summon a packed weapon or bind the one you are wielding, making it magical. Packed weapons use the wielder's spellcasting ability modifier instead of strength or dexterity. That could be good. Pact of the Tome. Your patron grants you a grimoire called the Book of Shadows, which allows you to cast Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. We're going to get Pact of the Blade. I mean, he is the Blade of the Frontiers, right? So I feel like that makes sense. Summon a weapon or bind a weapon. Yeah. I like that. Cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he's currently rocking. A rapier. Is that your go-to? See, Arcana, Animal Handling, Survival, Intimidation, Persuasion. Okay. So, all simple weapons, and then glaives, halberds, pikes, and rapiers. It'd be kind of cool to give him like a halberd or something, or a glaive. Rapiers are cool though. I might just keep the rapier, at least for now. Can you change your bound weapon? Can't drop it. You become proficient with it if you weren't already. Oh, so I can get any weapon. The weapon returns to its previous state if you are more than... Wait. You can only have one packed weapon at a time. Okay, so if I like, get disarmed or something, and I don't get to it within 10 rounds, it loses this property. Yeah, and you can change it. Is that what that is implying, I'm assuming? Cool. And we could also just summon one. Wait. So you can't even drop this one. I don't... Okay. Is it better to summon him? He uses... Summon his weapon to your hand. Cool. Alright. I think it's time for us to rest.
Never mind.
For the day. End the day. Yes. People do want to talk. I love it. I love it. Everybody wants to talk except for Gale. Alright, we'll start with Will.
Very well.
Hey, buddy.
Tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem.
Indeed.
How do you feel?
Oh, you know, surprisingly fine in spite of it all. Nervous. I don't like the idea of that thing in my brain. Confident. No tiny tadpole will be getting the best of me. I'm more interested in how you feel. I think Rook would feel pretty nervous about this thing.
It's natural to suffer a touch of worry, but an illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety. Before the illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, have showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Something special about us, or at least about our tadpoles. It makes no sense, I know. Why haven't we turned? We could probably dig up some poison mushrooms if you're that keen to be sick. Yeah, something special about these tadpoles that we got.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Okay. Hey, how's it going? This is our first night together.
A fine
Oh my.
morning, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
Is that what they call the stars? What do you mean by the tears? Faerun isn't so bad. Give it a chance. You want to do battle up where? What do you mean by the tears?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears? It must be quite a shock to leave your crash behind and arrive here. You mean you come from up there? In the sky?
You are too easily astonished. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky.
Damn.
We infiltrated a Nyogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Indeed. Hey, Astarion, how's it going?
You know, I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the Druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Doesn't have to be. We can still travel together. Probably. Once the worm is gone, I'm going my own way. What? Will you miss me? That doesn't have to be. Yeah, feel free to travel with me.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet.
Well?
You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not normally impressed by people of your stature, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I thought you didn't like me. True, I am pretty impressive. I'm just trying to survive, like you. I have many talents, if you want to explore them. You're too close. I'm just trying to survive, like you.
Yes, we're more similar than I thought.
Keep motioning to that bite mark on your neck. You can stop staring. Are you feeling alright?
I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't hide it very well, right? He's definitely I don't know. He's got the bite marks and he's got the teeth. Hello, Shadowheart.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
So what will come next for you once this is all over? How are you feeling? You know, this could be our last night together. How are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Like if you turn into a mind flayer? Maybe I could leave you tied up while I hunted for a cure? No hesitations. I'd just end your misery then and there. Let's not do this. I don't like hypothetical questions. If you turn into a monster, I'd run away. That's probably true. To be truthful, that's probably what I would do. I guess it would depend if everybody else was with me. If I'm alone, yeah. I feel like she'd probably appreciate the no hesitation, I just end your misery line. I don't think he would. I think he'd hesitate. I think he would do it still, but I think he would hesitate. And I don't know if she'd take the fourth option as kind of like a jokey answer. I guess we could test it. Yeah, I'd run away.
You're funny.
Ah, good.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
I think I skipped something again there. Wait, we have, where is it? Dialogue. Here we go. Ha! And I'd chase you as fast as my tentacles could carry me. Aw. It's a shame we missed that line. I need to stop using my keyboard. I need to get a new keyboard. Like double tap or like it's too sensitive. It's annoying. Alright, we need to start clicking on the responses from now on. Okay. Let's get some sleep. What are we gonna eat? Some pack supplies. Oh man, you really need like a lot. And then just the one, some gruel. We don't need all of that. Then instead of gruel, let's get our, I guess instead of that, we can have, ah shit, one of those and then an apple. I guess it doesn't matter. Just auto select it for me. There we go. Where's he off to? Okay. I'm really glad that that line was taken as a joke. I love it. Gives me confidence in picking that kind of stuff in the future. Alright, leave camp. And I think this is where we're going to end the episode for today, guys. And the next one, I think we're going to go and try and help out Will first. And maybe go to the creche, too. Or we'll go there and then maybe go down here and go up like that. Something along those lines. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see where we're at when we do this. But until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you later.